Hey folks, welcome to our next exit. We are fixing to put out the January expense report. This is January 31st and it's about 6:30 at night, so Pearl promised she's not going to spend any more money, so I think we're good to go. You may hear some noises in the background. We're sitting at the Tampa Lazy Days RV, having some work done on our RV, and we're parked in one of the shop bays, and you can see right outside the front window there is RVs on both sides of us, and there's guys out there working, all kind of hollering, and trucks coming and going, so you're liable to see or hear anything. And then Pearl's cooking us a stir fry. Not much going on right now. Where'd all that meat go? I saw a while ago.
I put it in the microwave to keep it warm.
So anyway, Pearl's cooking us a stir fry, so dinner will be ready here in a little bit, so I'm going to try to make this one pretty quick. So let's start off with, I've got to kind of explain our lifestyle. We live full-time in our Class A motorhome. We have a 2007 Monaco Camelot Class A diesel pusher motorhome. We've been living almost 2 years full-time in it. And we purchased a Thousand Trails membership. And a lot of you, I can pull up Thousand Trails here. A lot of you may not know what that is. The Thousand Trails membership, you can get a zone pass, and that's not what we do. We've never had a zone pass, so I'm not going to talk about how that works. We bought an elite membership. It cost $4,000. We bought it used. If you buy this membership brand new, it costs you $6,000 to $10,000. But buying it used, you can, and we've got a video. I'll put a link to the video up here on where to go to buy a used membership. Campground Membership Outlet, I believe is the name of it. So we purchased our elite membership for $4,000 a couple of years ago, and then we pay annual dues of about $600. So there's nothing in the spreadsheet about the purchase of the Thousand Trails membership, because it's bought, paid for, and done. There's nothing in here about the purchase of the motorhome, because it's bought, paid for, and done. So we have no bills, no credit card payments, no nothing. So we've got everything in this expense report that we spend, but you won't find anything for the motorhome or for the Thousand Trails or for our car or anything, because it's all bought and paid for. And Thousand Trails consists of 81 campgrounds, and they're located around the perimeter of the United States, up here around the Great Lakes. And you can camp at those for free. We can stay at any one of those campgrounds from 1 to 21 days, and then just leave one, 10 o'clock in the morning, and go to another one at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can do that all year long. You could camp for free all year long, staying just in Thousand Trails campgrounds. But in addition to that, you can buy a Trails collection that adds another, I don't remember how many, but about 100 or so campgrounds. These are elite, or these are Encore campgrounds, these blue. And so especially here in Florida, they have a lot of them. And then down in Rio Grande Valley, they have quite a few. And then in Arizona, and that's where you want to be in the winter. So that's one of the big benefits. And there are a few located in places that Thousand Trails is not. So it's a nice addition. You only can make on Thousand Trails, you can make a reservation 120 days out with the elite membership. With Encore, you can only make them 60 days out, and you can only stay for 2 weeks. And once you stay, you have to be not in an Encore park for 7 days, and then you go back to an Encore park. So that's another $200. And then we are a member of RPI also. And RPI is all of these orange ones, and I don't even remember, I think it's 150, and those we can stay at for $10 a day. So we have RPI for 150, and that costs 150 a year. The Trails collection is 200, so that's like 350, and then the annual dues on Thousand Trails is 620 bucks or something for us. It varies with different, depends on the membership you purchase. So basically it's $1,000 a year that we spend on dues. We divide that by 12, we come up with $68 a month that we add to each month's camping fees. And then if we camp outside of Thousand Trails at a KOA or a national park or something, whatever those fees are, we add that in. So I think that kind of explains the Thousand Trails. So you see this here will be our January expenses as these fill in. We keep track of the diesel we purchase and how much it costs us per night. As you can see, it runs around $10 or $12 a night, depending on how, obviously, the miles you drive. And we keep track of our average campsite cost per night, and that runs roughly the same thing, $10 or $12. And you'll see those numbers. This here will be our annual. Those numbers will fill in once we put them in. So here's January, we fill those in. This here column is our 12-month total for from February of 18 through January of 19. And then here's our average per month in this column. So let's kind of get down to it, see what we can come up with and fill in some of the blanks. So in January we drove 158 miles. We went from Orlando RV Park and drove up to Southern Palms, and then from Southern Palms we came back to Orlando, and then that's where we broke our windshield and had our problems and had to come over here to the shop. We got a service appointment, drove over to the shop. We spent all 31 days in Thousand Trails and Encore Park, so that cost us zero money. That was all free. We had no nights out of the system because we had all 31 nights. We had a campground, a free campsite in Thousand Trails and Encore. We did pay for one night at the Tampa Bay, but I put that under maintenance because we only rented that spot so we could get the RV here the night before our 8:30 a.m. appointment to make sure we was first in line to get in the shop. So I just counted that as part of the maintenance. In January of 2019, we spent $232 on fuel. We add in on the East Coast. We don't have this on the West Coast too much, but on the East Coast, tolls is a big number. And so we add tolls in with our fuel costs. By paying the tolls, we get to drive a little straighter route, a little faster, a little better road. So we kind of figure that blends in with fuel costs the same. So we had $232, so you can see that filled in. We're averaging for the year $10.28 a night for fuel. This month was $7.48 a night for fuel for the month of January. Campground fees, and I didn't add in the two. So January we renewed our Good Sam membership. That was $29, and then we have our $68 for our Thousand Trails, Trails Collection, and RPI dues. So that is $97 we spent on campsite fees in January. And so for the year, we're averaging $7.95 for campground, basically $8 for campground fees a night and $10 for diesel fuel a night. And then for the January, it was only $3. So you kind of see what we got going on here. And so I left out my annual dues for here, so you're gonna see I'll have to correct that at the end after it's over. But this number is $98. It's gonna change to $29 just because I put it in wrong to start with, but I'll correct it later. So for motorhome repairs, license plates and all that stuff, $689. We had the motorhome washed and waxed over in at the RV park in Orlando. It hadn't been washed for 4 or 5 months. It's been a while. They charge $10 a foot. They do a great job. Here's a little video. You can kind of see them. It really shined up. It looked better than it's looked in a long time. $55. We had to come over to. We drove over to Tampa Bay. Our appointment for the shop here was at 8:30 in the morning, and we're about 60 miles away, and there's strong winds and rain forecast for the next morning, so I brought it over the night before, and I had to pay $55 to park it here overnight. So I was here in time to get it in for our appointment. $37 for licenses and fees. What that is really that's $18 to renew both of our driver's license. Pearl had to fly back to Reno to get hers renewed, and I was able to do mine by mail, but we just stuck it into here under RV just because I didn't have another place to put it. $24, our little plug-ins, electric plug-ins on the RV. They're special little boxes, and I hadn't been able to find them. I found those here at Lazy Days. And then I put the other Talon plate on Monaco's. They have a little problem with the slides, and at the bottom where it goes, at the bottom where it comes down, your slide, right at the bottom joint there, it can leak. And so I purchased these stainless steel plates that are about 18 inches wide on the bottom and stick up about 2 or 3 inches on the side. And it gets glued and riveted in there and solves that problem. I installed the one in the front of this slide a year ago, but the back one I just decided to get it put in. I noticed it's getting a little loose. And then some grommets for the stove on the grill. There's some little grommets that wore out. So that was the repairs. Now we're in the shop. I'll do a video on this separately, but in February our budget's going to be, right now we're up to $9,400 our bill here in the shop, and we still have our automatic levelers and the air compressor air system. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be a couple $1,000s more. So we're probably up $11,000 or $12,000. And I'll do a full detail. I told them to save all the parts. They're working on the slides. They're resealing the roof. We had the turbocharger, one of the pipes going to it had a crack, and the generator reservoir had to be replaced. It had a leak. Just several little things. So it's going to be pretty big expense. And really, we've been here for a week, and to be honest, everybody here at Lazy Days is as nice and friendly and professional as you could want. And they've got 100 and something bays. They've got all the skills and the talent here probably to fix anything you can imagine. But they hadn't done a... We'll have another video, and it may get a little more colorful when that comes around. But that's enough for now on that. Auto repairs. This month we had the oil change. We used that synthetic blend oil. So we had the oil change, and then $55 for gas, and then $11 to have it washed. Insurance. It's $14.50 for the insurance on our RV. We have the full-time insurance. So it's almost $1,500 a year. Our car insurance is $836. We purchased $1 million umbrella policy to kind of complement all of that. And then we add those numbers up, divide by 12, and we put $214 a month in for our insurance. Groceries, liquor, cleaning supplies, paper, everything we buy in the grocery store, doesn't matter what, if it's dog food or paper towels or toilet paper or soap, if we buy it at the grocery store, it goes into this line item. The reason that's down, to be honest with you, at the doctor, he told me we both have a glass of wine at 5 o'clock. And then about 6:30 after dinner, I usually have a bottle of about 3 or 4 fingers of Jack Daniels.
Glass.
Yeah, not a bottle, but 3 or 4 fingers of Jack Daniels. And I've cut that out. So I haven't been having that, and that's a chunk of money. So anyway, and that comes out of groceries and liquor. So that's down a little bit. So that's even more incentive to cut it out. Dining out, $256. As you can see, we average. I haven't been talking about our monthly average, but as you can see, our monthly average is $230 for the year, $2,800, and $256. Groceries, our monthly average is $843 for the year, $10,000. Sorry, I didn't kind of go over that, but you can kind of see that, the ones that interest you. Internet and cell phone, We have one jetpack that's got the old Verizon Unlimited plan, but it's not really unlimited. At 15 gigabytes, they throttle you back to where all you can do is check email and maybe surf the internet a little bit. And then we have our 2 iPhones. And we purchased a new unlimited plan that Verizon came out with just a month or 2 ago. And that's $65 a month. Oh, we pay $133 for our 2 phones and that original jetpack that we had. And then we pay $65 more for a jetpack that's on a real unlimited plan, and we use this exclusively now almost. It works great. We go all month long, we upload videos. That's okay.
Okay.
Pearl's telling me I'm in the way. So anyway, we upload videos, we surf the internet, we do whatever. That way when that starts looking good, I'll put it on the video.
Oh, well, you can take a picture of it.
You want here's dinner. Everybody's saying Pearl needs to make more cooking videos and she doesn't have time to do it, but now what are you making, sweetie?
This is a stir fry. I'll put the meat in a little bit.
Oh, it doesn't have meat in it yet? Oh, that's just vegetables, huh? You got your
Just
light on there?
veggies.
So there's the veggies, then you're gonna mix in some,
Meat in just a few minutes.
yeah, and then it's gonna go over rice.
Over rice.
So anyway, it's pretty good stuff. She's just a heck of a cook. I'm just one lucky guy.
You're one lucky guy.
I'm one lucky guy. So let's go sit back down.
Oh, I've got to add rice to mine.
So all you guys that's giving me a hard time about not having enough cooking videos, there's your next cooking video. So that's one down and done. Medical 63. No, DirecTV $63. That's what it is. Medical $568. We have $270. That's $135, I think, and 50 cents each for our Part B Medicare, for a total of $270. And then our Walmart Part D, our prescription drug thing went up this year. Went up quite a bit. Anyway, that's $30 a piece. It was $17. I need to check into that why it went up so much. And then we have a Medigap Part G Medigap plan, and that's $115 a month for Pearl and $122 a month for me, and $568. Pet care, we had Tinker Groomed, and for some reason they socked it to us. That's pretty high. I don't know why that went up so much, but they did a really good job.
They said it was going to be 45 when we charged us 58.
So recreation and hobbies. We put in there, like I said, Pearl flew back to get her driver's license renewed, and then she stayed with our daughter there in Reno, and they went out and did whatever. So we got pretty good prices on the tickets, $224, and then $74 for some tourist stuff, and $32 from some more photo stuff to help make YouTube videos. Nothing on the computer. Clothing. Oh, that was a suitcase. We don't have no suitcase. We've been traveling around for 2 years, but all the suitcases are in storage, so we had to buy our suitcase. And mail, we didn't have anything in mail, so that's pretty much it. So $3,628 the month of January, and that's kind of ballpark for the year. $3,900 is what we've been running, and for the year's $47,000. Last year, the first 12 months, we were running in right at 40, a fraction under 40 or low 40s, but RV maintenance has really chewed us up this year. So anyway, we're up to 47,000. And then one more thing we track is our average per day cost. So we're spending $117 per day living our RV lifestyle. And we're average for the year $129. So we're under our yearly average just a little bit. And that's it. That's January. We've got February is going to be kind of crazy. I talked about maybe not doing this anymore because the numbers are getting out of whack so far. But we had a lot of people, probably 40 or 50 people, commented on the video today or sent emails about that they use it and it's helping them make their decision and helping them start their budget, come up with some budget numbers for their RV adventure. So I think we're going to keep doing it, But next month we're going to have, like I said, $10,000 or $12,000 in RV maintenance, and then the month after that, our camping fees are just going to be, for us, I mean, for a lot of people it's not for the month, but for us it's going to be through the roof. So there are going to be some anomalies there, and we're going to have to somehow figure that in. But that's it. This is January 2019. I hope this helps you guys a little bit. I'm starting to smell the dinner, so it sounds like it's getting ready. I'm finishing up about in time. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. It sure does. We appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to our little YouTube channel, think about subscribing, maybe even clicking that little bell so you know when we add a new video. And until we meet again, keep the wheels rolling, stay safe. See you at the next day. Bye-bye.